All right, welcome to probably the most important training video. It's the most important training video because it covers the thing that you're going to have the least amount of time to do every Sunday, and one of the most important or critical things that you have to do on Sunday. And this is importing the sermon slides. As it works right now, we typically get a flash drive with the sermon PowerPoint on it. It can be anywhere from 30 minutes before the first balance service or 10 or 5 minutes before the first balance service. So the more time that we have, the less pressure this is. But anyway, this is I'm going to show you how to import the slides, at least how it is currently. So I'm going to open up this ProPresenter guide just so that we have it. And we're going to jump down to sermon import. So this is bullet point 4. So the first thing you have to do is transfer the PowerPoint file from the flash drive to the iMac. The reason why we do this is because flash drives inherently fail, and you always want to be working off of data that's on your computer. So you don't want to work on data on the flash drive and have it import from the flash drive, and then somebody unplug the flash drive and it's no longer there. Plus, it's also one flash drive that's shared between Balanced and Creative, so they both have to get it. So it's just easier if you put it on the Mac. So what we do is you take the flash drive and plug it into the back of the iMac. That's on the back part of the screen on the right-hand side. And I'm actually going to minimize this so that you can see the drive pop up. This is just one of my flash drives. Don has a few that are named different things. You can actually hear me plugging it in because I have mine on a keychain. There we go. And so it should pop up over here, and it does. So we can double-click on that and open it. So this is the PowerPoint file that we need to import. You can preview it by hitting spacebar and making sure that all of the slides are there, making sure it looks decent, to make sure that there's not some garbled text or images that are messed up. As of right now, you're just going to drag that onto the desktop. And that's as easy as it is. So now this file is on the desktop. So what we can do is we can eject this. Don't just pull it out. Scroll down to where you see the flash drive and then press this eject button. If you just pull it out, you could damage the PowerPoint file, which would be really bad. So now the drive is out, and you can send it over to someone in Balanced or send it over to the other service. Okay? So we're here. What we're going to do is we're going to open up the PowerPoint file in Keynote. The reason why we do that is because Keynote has the ability to get to this step here that I'll get to in a minute. PowerPoint cannot. So I'm going to minimize this for now. This is the file we want. I'm going to right-click, open with Keynote. So let's bring our training back up so you can see it. Make sure that all the graphics and text look right. That looks okay. If they don't for some reason, find me, and then I'll be able to help you sort through it. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to click File, Export to Images. All right, so File. Sorry, we're on Safari. Okay, make sure you're in Keynote. Okay, File, Export to Images. It'll also show up images right here, so it should look exactly like this. This is what you want. Right down here, I included a screenshot of it. All right, make sure that this is on JPEG, high quality. And this is the most important thing. Create an image for each stage of the builds. Otherwise, it will import all of the builds at once. So instead of bullet points coming in bullet by bullet, it'll just put all of them up at once, and that's not what we want. So we'll hit Next, and we're going to name this today's date. So even though right now I'm doing the second, whatever day you actually do this will be that day's sermon. So we're going to go down to Desktop, Sermon Slide Exports, and just hit Export. You don't have to make another file because it throws all the images into a file folder. So we can close Keynote. If you want to, you can quit it down here. So right-click and quit. I'm going to minimize this so that we can see it. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up Sermon Slide Exports right here. Find our folder, 2716. Now you need to select all of them, and you're going to drag them into here. So it's easier if you have ProPresenter already on the message queue. So you can either just scroll through it and try to find it. Typically, Josh will kind of give you a placeholder with the series graphic. But you can also click message right here, and it'll take you right to it. All right. So the way we drag all these images in. So what this has done is this has exported each slide and each build as an image. So that's just a normal JPEG. All right. So what you do is you just click one and hit Command A, and that selects all of them, and just click and drag right into here. And that's it. So we have a duplicate. We can delete that. And right click, delete. It's asking, do you want to delete it? Yes, I want to delete it. We can delete this extra as well. So we'll delete that. So now I want you to just go through and paying attention to here, making sure that all of these display correctly. Making sure you don't have garbled text or stuff that's really out of place. And it looks good. That's it. It's a multi-step process that hopefully it all makes sense in here. But once you see it a couple times, hopefully you can just keep doing this. Maybe I'll give you a couple of practice sermon slide exports, and you can just keep practice importing them. So this is the most important part, is J. If you did this correctly, the bullet points should build with each slide. So here we have the title, bullet 1, bullet 2. And that's what we want. All right. Next, we're going to be talking about slide work, how to manipulate slides to look the way you want or to display the way you want, have countdown timers, things like that. And remember down here, we edited the message so it's orange. So make sure we hit Command S, and that saves it. So that way, if ProPresenter crashes, you still have the message in there. I'll see you on slide work.